Ladies and gentlemen, Nick Hoff!
Amazing. I'm so happy to be filming in my hometown. I wanted to do it in this theater because I remember sitting here listening to the orchestra as a little kid, kicking my sister way up there in the balcony. And then when they were showing us the theater, they were like going through the whole thing, and then they go, and there's the trap door and the front of the stage. And I was like, no, hold on a second. What did you just say? There's a trap door in this place? He's like, yeah, but you won't be needing that. I was like, oh, yes, I will. Can't tell me there's a trap door and not expect me to go through it. Oh, man, I cannot believe we made it to summer as a planet. Can you guys believe that? I gotta tell you, when I booked this tour several months ago, I didn't think the planet was gonna make it to summer. I really didn't. My agent called me. She's like, hey, do you want a tour in the summer? I was like, okay. Can I get paid in advance? Like, ask yourself honestly, last November, did you think that this planet was going to make it to July? I thought there was no way. We're in the middle of a pandemic. The world is heating up. We're at the end of a presidential election between a man who had lost his mind and another one who's currently losing it. I'll let you guys decide which one's which. I think it's more fun that way. Oh man, but I am excited to be here. I think it's incredible, what science was able to accomplish. Back last March, they figured out about the coronavirus, and then 9 months later, they had this medicine to help us combat it. I think that's amazing, and science deserves a lot of credit, but I'm a little bit pissed that we still don't have Jurassic Park. Is anybody with me? What the hell, science? Where do your priorities lie? Go get a dinosaur right now. I don't need the iPhone 13, I need a T-Rex. I can't believe we don't have one. That movie is 30 years old. I remember sitting in the audience as a little kid going, yeah, this all makes sense, go. What are you waiting for? Go get a mosquito. I don't know what you gotta do. Right? And yet, here we are, 2021, we still don't have I don't even need a T-Rex, to be honest. Give me a little crappy dinosaur that I can kick. I don't care. I don't kick. I just want to be able to Instagram Live me wrestling a velociraptor. That's all I want. I don't think that's too much to ask. I did get vaccinated. You guys get vaccinated here? Yeah. Some people, other people, no, that's okay. That's okay. I understand it, man. I understand the hesitancy. Like, I had to get vaccinated because I need this to survive. I need people to gather in tight spaces and make laugh juice come out of their mouth. I need that. So I got the shots, but I understand the worry about it. I just think it's funny that now we're worried. Now that it's going into our adult arms, we have a lot of questions. A lot of concerns for the doctors. Now that it's going into the adult arm, we're nervous, because for years we've just been dragging our toddlers, kicking and screaming, into the pediatricians, not asking anything, just there he is, get him! Get him, you want me to hold him down for you? Stop wiggling! Stop wiggling, Jeremy! Not asking a single question, the nurse comes in with a tub full of needles. We don't ask to check it. We're just like, what do you got, 9 of them? That's 2 in each arm, 2 in each leg, 1 between the toes. Go! No concern, but now that it's our turn to get it, we're all, What, do you have a needle? Well, what are the long-term side effects? Huh? What, did you guys rush it? Feels like they rushed it. Doesn't it feel like they rushed it? Feels like you rushed it. Feels rushed. I got a D in high school science, but this feels fast. Feels fast. You guys remember last March when the pandemic started? And they came on the TV and they said, hey guys, everybody just stay inside for 2 weeks. And we all got tough. We're like, okay. You've got 2 weeks. The 2 weeks came and gone. They're like, a month? Can you give us a month? We're like, watch it. Okay. And then they came on TV in May. They're like, guess what, guys? 2020's a wash. I don't know what to tell you. I'm like, oh, come on, Fauci. What the hell? Because I live out in California, man. They took it seriously out there. I think maybe a little too seriously. Because they shut everything down. And, like, even the parks, the big open fields, they wouldn't allow. Like, I remember taking my kids to these 2 giant soccer fields, and nobody's there. But they had, like, this crime scene tape just going around the whole thing. I got my kids out. I was like, it's okay, we can duck it. One guy gets out of his car. He's like, no! What, have you lost your mind? It's airborne! Get back inside! Find shelter, men! I don't know. I was never too worried about the virus for myself. You know, I was worried about giving it to people I love and my parents, things like that. But I was never worried about, like, catching it myself, because I have great health insurance, you guys. I do. I've got the best health insurance. I don't know if you guys have the same thing as me. I got GoFundMe. It's amazing. I pay nothing in premiums. I pay nothing. I talked to tech support. They said if something goes haywire, I post on Facebook and I get a new kidney. That's what they told me. I did think for a minute that maybe we weren't going to make it out of this until I talked to one of my friends who also believed that the world was ending. And then I was like, oh, never mind, because this guy's an idiot. He is. This dude is a moron. He always thinks the world's ending. He thought it was ending in the year 2012. Do you guys remember that debacle? With the Mayan calendar, my friend was like, he's just looking at everybody. He's like, that's it. That's it. Spend all your money right now. It's all coming to an end. And finally, I looked at him. I was like, why? Why do you believe that? He's like, all right, because in the year 2012, the Mayan calendar just stops. I was like, so what? My Chippendales calendar doesn't go past 97. You don't see me freaking out. And the Mayans were crazy people. Do you know they used to sacrifice virgins? Yeah. Why in the world would you sacrifice a virgin? Unless that was their way of weeding out the prudish. Right? They're like, hey, chief, she's not putting out over here. Kill her. We do not put up with that in the Mayan culture. If I grew up in one of those societies, I'd be having sex with every girl I saw. Just come on, baby, this could save your life. Let's go. Oh, no, you don't want to? Well, they're not sacrificing sluts around here. Let's do this. I love how my stupid idiot brain, from the point of a male, is trying to, like, find ways to get laid in alternate dimensions. Where I get to go back to old world Mayan society. I'm like, I know the line I'm gonna use. But I don't need lines to get lucky. I'm married. I don't get lucky. I'm married, man, and she's a sweetheart, man. I love her to death. She's sweet. She calls me her best friend. It's cute, isn't it? She looked at me the other day. She goes, Nick, you know what? You're my best friend. I was like, oh. My best friend is Neil. That's weird. That's... What, are you trying to make it awkward? We don't play catch together. She and I have never played Nintendo. Best friend, really? Were we best friends when you said I couldn't have a stripper at my bachelor party? Were we? Because all my friends wanted one, but not my best friend. First time she heard that joke, we got home from the comedy club, and she's like, hey, you know that best friend joke? Is that true? I was like, oh, honey, no. I had strippers. You think she hates that joke? You know who really hates that joke? Is my second best friend, Justin. Yeah, he's like, who the hell's Neil? Married in Indiana girls, so we got married in the state of Indiana. And I didn't know it at the time, but this is when I found out how backwoods Indiana is. And I say that I grew up in Nebraska and I went to Indiana. And I was like, wow, you guys are so far ahead of us. And the only reason I say that is because I remember the day that I had to go to the courthouse in Indiana to go get the marriage certificate. And they made me wait there for a half an hour while the guy went into a separate room to do a background check to make sure that we weren't related. Excuse me? In 3 years of dating, I had never once thought, maybe we're related. But then when the guy said it and disappeared into the back room, that's all I could think about the entire time. That's it. I was just sitting there, just staring at her head like, oh, maybe. Dude, 3 years in, that's a little late to ask the question, are we related, isn't it? That's a little, shouldn't that be question number one on every single dating site? That should be number one, not what are your favorite things to do, what are your preferences? It should just be like, hey, is this your grandpa too? Dude, three years in, I never thought maybe we're related. And I'm just freaking out. I got just sweat beading down my forehead. My wife looks over at me, she goes, oh, what? What? What's wrong with you, Nick? I go, what's wrong with me? If this comes back bad news, not only is the wedding off, but I'm not going to the family reunion either. I'm not gonna face Nana after what we've done to each other. She tried to hedge her bets. She's like, second cousins doesn't count, right? Is that the crooked hill you want to die on? Been married for 12 years now, and we got 3 kids, and that's too many. It's too many. Anybody got 3 or more in here? Yeah. Anybody? What? How many do you have? You got 3? Yeah, it's too many, right? Absolutely. Anybody got more than 3? Yeah. How many? Who's got the most? 5? Way too many. 4's not more than 5. Thanks for playing. The heck was that? Who's got more? 5. 4? Has 4 been said? I was wondering about 4. Who's got 6? Oh my goodness, why? Don't stand up, you probably can't. 6 kids! 3 is killing me. 3 is killing me, and the problem was I wanted 2. I wanted 2, and there was a time in our lives when we had 2. There was a time when I had exactly what I wanted, and I would introduce my whole family to people. I was like, hi, my name is Nick Hoff, and this is my complete family of 4. Nice to meet you. The problem is I had 2 boys, and I didn't know that was a problem. I didn't know that was a problem until my wife just started circling me inside the house. Just like she was a shark and there was blood in the water. Just looking around and I was like, what? She goes, oh, we gotta have a girl. I go, oh, no, we don't. We don't have to have a girl. Then she touched my leg. I was like, oh, what the hell? We'll give it a shot. That's all it took, man, because guys are stupid. We can be tricked. We can be tricked so easily. Because I had put my foot down as the man of the house. We're not having any more kids. She grazed my thigh. I was like, okay. Whatever you want, sweetheart. So we did. We rolled the dice. And I'm happy to announce that we had a healthy little baby girl. Very excited about that. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Dude, when my daughter was born in the hospital, I was so happy, man. I was high-fiving nurses. I spiked the umbilical cord. I was like, ah! Looking around at everybody like, ha! That's it. That's it. We are not having any more kids. We got the pair and a spare. We are good. And in the hospital, my wife was holding her, and she's like, oh, she needs a sister. It's like, I will smother you with a hospital pillow. What did you just say to me? Well, she needs a sister. And guys, I would love for her to have a sister. Both my wife and I, we want her to have a sister. But neither one of us want to have a 4th kid. So we've actually been looking into adoption. And I don't know how you guys feel about adoption here. See, I know it's a positive thing, like we've taken the classes. I still, in my heart, I feel conflicted about it because I've never given away a kid before. I switched it on you, didn't I? You should have seen your faces. You were like, oh, adoption? God bless his black heart. We trusted you. 3 kids, man, it's too many. It's too many butts. It's too many butts. That's the brass tacks of it. Okay, it's too many. I live in Los Angeles. Our place has 1 bathroom in it. Yeah, both boys are potty training. That means we have 4 active asses vying for 1 toilet. That's too many holes for 1 hole. Look at this. You see that right there? You see that? That's 4 on 1. This isn't some twisted game of soft serve. It doesn't work, you guys. No, I had to get up the other day mid-dump to let the 4-year-old take a piss. You ever had to do that? You ever had to get up mid-turn? It's horrible. Oh, it's a horrible feel. I was in there, just completely relaxed. It's the only place in the house I get any peace, right? I'm just scrolling through Instagram on my phone. All of a sudden, he comes barreling through the door, sees me sitting on the toilet. He's like, I gotta go. I was like, oh, okay. How's your aim? You got this? We got a triangle down there happening. Can you hit that? I looked down, he's just pointed at my face. I was like, okay. No, I don't know if you've ever had to get up mid-turn. It's the most awkward crab walk. Just butt clenched up on your tippy toes, just like, okay, go ahead, buddy. Oh, cool, peeing on the seat. Appreciate that. That's awesome. He finishes, you're like, okay, go wash your hands. And then you come back over here, but now you gotta hover. See, the women know what I'm talking about with a hover. Guys, we never learned that skill. We don't have this core strength to pull it off. We just start shaking uncontrollably. Screw it, we'll come back tomorrow. It's too many butts, man. It's too many butts. And my wife and I, we are against spanking. We still do it. But like not in public, you know? Well, I don't know, maybe Walmart, but definitely not Target. Like, we're not animals. There's a weird thing going on with spanking right now. A lot of people aren't spanking their kids. Like a lot of our friends aren't spanking their kids. And let me say this right off the bat, I get it. Like, that makes sense to me. The logic tracks. Like, we don't hit each other. Why should we hit the smallest people on the planet? Right? That makes sense. But have you ever met a kid who's never been spanked in his entire life? They are worthless turds. Oh! They're horrible little unchecked terrorists running around biting ankles. Right? They're just gnarling on my knee. I'm looking at him. I'm looking at my friend. I'm like, David, you're ruining him. You're ruining your kid. You gotta hit him to get him to work. I treat him like an old electronic. Just boom, now it's operating. No, we coddle these kids, man. I've come to terms with the fact that I'm raising the future worst generation. Okay? I think each generation gets worse and worse, and mine is just gonna be the next worse. That's it. No, you guys think millennials are bad? Wait till you get a whiff of the new batch. Yeah, wait till the unspankables grow up. They are gonna be turds. They are gonna suck so hard. We coddle these kids. We kiss their owies. I don't know who started that, but I do it almost every single day. Almost every day. My oldest skinned his knee the other day. He was like, oh, kiss it, kiss it, kiss it. I just ran over like, just kissing open wounds. This is what we're doing. Just blood running down my chin. Just after butter, buddy, daddy loves you. And let me be honest. I did spank him the other day. He wasn't going to bed. It was like 1 a.m. I was like, that's it, buddy. You're getting a spanking. And I did it, but I instantly regretted it. Because as soon as I did it, he was like, oh, kiss it, kiss it, kiss it, kiss it, kiss it. I feel like this is sending mixed messages. That was I was a little worried about it. I was worried about the whole spanking deal because I didn't want to be on the wrong side of history on this one. So I decided I was going to ask our pediatrician. And I figured she was going to be on the other side of it. I thought she's, probably going to be don't spank. And I asked her, I was like, what do you think about spanking? And she goes, you know what? Spanking is okay as long as you're not mad while you're doing it. If I'm not mad, why am I hitting him? Isn't that 10 times worse if I'm like in a good mood while I'm doing it? Hey, that's way creepier, just like somebody's getting a licking. Get over here. It's way creepier, like I'm trying to correct behavior, not send him to therapy. I like having the boy-girl combo. I think that's fun. Do you have some of each 6 kids? Yeah, you got some of each? That's fun. I love that I have the little girl and I can hear them talk to each other and see their differences. I remember when my daughter was really little and I was changing her diaper one day and my oldest son was standing over my shoulder just watching me do it. And he wasn't saying anything, he was just standing there quietly. And all of a sudden he just goes, hey, Dad? You know where she's missing her penis? Is that part of her butt? I was like, I don't know, go ask Mom. I don't know anything, man. The only thing I knew about little girls was what they told me in the hospital after my daughter was born. That's the only thing I knew, was the nurses were like, come over here, Dad. Dad, look, Dad, pay attention. This is very important. With this one, it's very important that you wipe front to back. It's very important. With this one, you wipe front to back. I was like, actually, that's all of them, right? Right? Nebraska? All of us are front to back, right? Like, tell me, none of you guys are using your nuts as a backstop. Please tell me. I know it's hard to do the math in the 180. But you start at the giblets and work your way back. I don't have a lot of confidence in some of you guys. Looking at your faces like, what? Oh, I am front to back, huh? Learn something every day. And I like the innocence of kids. I think that's fun to hear what they have to say, because everything that comes out of their mouth, even if it sounds dirty, it's not, because they haven't been ruined by the internet yet. So everything's just from an innocent place. I remember I was doing some shows at a casino resort, and I took my entire family with me, and we were hanging out by the pool during the day, and I was sitting across from my son, and right behind me walked these two ladies with like these string thong bikinis on. And they walked behind me, so I only saw them for like 4 or 5 minutes. Like, I didn't get a good, be surprised what you can do with sunglasses. But I knew they were right behind me, and so I was looking at my son, and I just watched his face go. And I looked down at him, I was like, hey, what are you thinking, buddy? And he goes, they need to buy big girl swimsuits. I was like, what? He's like, no, I get it, because sometimes my underwear rides up, and that's when I know I have to get the next size. Little girl's funny, because she likes to point out all their differences. You know, sometimes they'll still take a bath together or something. So she'll just announce it, what everybody has. She's like, he has a penis! Like a very accusatory way. Like, she's already a great woman. He has a penis! He has a penis, he has a penis, Dad has a penis. And she'll even say it when we're not at home, you know? Like, we'll be at the grocery store and she's just like, he has a penis! She'll just point to people we don't know. She's like, you have a penis! Like, you have a penis, you have a penis, you have a vulva. She says vulva. She says, you have a vulva. This lady was like, excuse me? She's like, it's okay, I have a vulva too, it's okay, it's okay. It's like, hey, what are you doing? She's like, I'm telling the difference. I was like, he has a penis, he's a boy. She has a vulva, she's a girl. I was like, okay, well, hold on, because they're changing it. Like, not 100% sure where this one's gonna shake out. Don't want to get it wrong, they've already changed math on me.
We'll